Good day, everyone. Hello, techies. Here we are at the week 3. We'll be talking about solution thinking, MVP, and prioritization. So, by the end of this week 3, you guys should understand what MVP means, how to prioritize your product, and how to come up with a good solution. So, why solution thinking matters? Good ideas fail due to poor solutions. So, and that's true. A lot of good ideas have failed due to poor solutions. You don't come up with a good solution. PMs don't build everything at once. So some project manager once make this mistake by building everything at once and it come out. So that's wrong. You have to build step by step, knowing what your target users want. So from there, then you build step by step more. So focus on value, not features. Some focus on the features. Like I build this product have a lot of features. No, it doesn't matter. Focus on the value of the product, not the value of the features. Not the features. Focus on the value of the product. Problem versus solution. So problem is always user pain. The pain is the user is facing. That is always a problem. So the pain is the user is facing. Solution. How you reduce the pain. Solution is always how you reduce the pain. So you are trying to reduce the pain the user is facing, the challenges the user is facing. So that is always the solution. So something which once you come up with, the user will stop having pains on it. So one problem can have many solutions. You guys should take note. One problem can have many solutions. It should not be limited to one solution only. So what is a product solution? A combination of features and flow help users achieve a goal. So a product solution is a combination of features and flow, actually. So it helps users achieve a goal. Once you combine a lot of features and a flow, it will always help users to achieve a goal. So most directly address pain points. So a solution, like it's something you're trying to address the pain points, trying to solve the pains of the users. So once you come up with a solution that make the user stop having pains, that is always a solution. You have solved the problem on the product. So future brainstorming, right way. Start from pain points. Ask, what helps the user? What usually helps the user, like in the product, what helps the user? So there's always one thing that every user always like, and that thing always helps them. So avoid copying other apps blindly. So some PMs usually come up like maybe having their own product and they just decide, since our competitors are doing so, let's try to. Maybe that's what is bringing customers for them. So don't do that. Don't copy other apps blindly. Come up with a rightful solution. So future brainstorming, wrong way. So adding features because competitors have them. That's what I just said now. Adding features because competitors have them. No, you are not supposed to do that. Why will you add features because your competitors have them? Is the future working for you? No. So don't do that. You can only add feature only if you notice the feature is working for you or it's among the solution you are trying to come up with. So building everything at once. Don't build everything at once. That's a wrong thinking. Never try to build everything at once. It's wrong, actually. So ignoring constraints. What is an MVP? So you guys have been hearing about MVP, and I know you would like to know what is MVP. What MVP means? Minimum viable product. Smallest product that delivers value, used to learn fast. MVP is just a small product which maybe you just list out to your users so they can use it. It's not a full product. It's just maybe something you build a feature, a app, like the smallest version of the product, you give it out so that the users can just make use of it. And the product, you have the features the users are needed of. That's MVP. So MVP versus full product. So MVP must have only. So I know you guys will be confused. Just as I said, MVP must have only. So what I'm trying to say, like MVP, as I said before, this is a smallest version of your product that only has the most features. So MVP, what I mean, MVP must have only features, the features just much needed for the users to use. That is MVP. Why full products? Full product, nice to have included. Full product, this has all the features you can imagine, including nice to have extras. Like you can have extra features that even the user they don't need. That is full product. You're having the complete product and even the features the user did not need. But MVP, you are having the required these feature that the users cannot use the product without it. You understand? By full product, you are having extra products. So MVP helps reduce risks. So how to define MVP scope? Identify the core user journey. Identify the core user journey. So you need to identify your user journey, like what your user do daily and the activities your user is doing. If you understand the activity of your users, so you will actually know how to define your MVP scope. So remove optional steps. Keep it simple. Make your MVP simple. That's just it. So prioritization basics. You cannot build everything. That's just the fact. You cannot build everything. PM make trade-offs. Prioritization protects focus. So just build the main thing that is needed. You cannot build everything. Just build the main thing that is needed. That's just the fact. Simple prioritization method. Impact. How much value does the product have? That is the impact. Impact on the product. How much value does the product have? So effort. How hard is it to build the product? That is the effort maybe you are trying to put in. How hard is it to build the product? Common prioritization mistakes. Prioritizing loud opinions, ignoring users, overloading MVP. That is the common prioritization mistakes. Prioritizing loud opinions, ignoring users. Don't never ignore your users. Never. Always try to get feedback from them. Overloading MVP. User stories explained. Simple requirement format. Written from user perspective. Helps developers understand intent. Writing good user story. So writing good user story format as a user. So as a user, I want to action. So that value. So let me explain this part. As a user, who is this for? So I'm trying to talk about the user, the type of user. So I want to about the action. What do they want to do? So that is the action we are talking about. We are talking about what they want to do. The future or action. So that's value. Yeah, the value. Why do they want it? That is what we are trying to talk about. Why do they want the app? Like the value. Why do they want it? Why do they want the product? So what benefits or outcome does it give also? So that's what we are talking about, the value. We don't mean the user description. So example, build login page. So it doesn't say who the users is. So if you just say build login page, this is not talking, it doesn't say who the user is. It doesn't explain why the user wants it. Why does the user want the login page you are trying to build? It just states a task, not a user story or value. So you can't just build login page just like that. Why, when you do, it doesn't say who is the user actually, and why the user wants it, So from futures to user stories. One future, multiple stories. Stories describe behavior, stories guide development. Introduction to prototyping. Visual representation of solutions. So prototyping is just a visual representation of a solution. Like this is representing our solution. Once we come up, we build the real product. This is how it look like. That's prototyping. So in prototyping, no fidelity only. You are only doing low fidelity. Maybe something like a sketch. Or maybe you are trying to make a toy. Something just like a toy that will describe the representation of the solution, that will represent the solution. So used to validate thinking, just for your investors or your users to understand what you are trying to do. What your prototype should show: code screens only, main user flow, no design perfection required. As I said, it's just a sketch. No need for you to design like this or no. It's a sketch or anything, a toy or something that you use to represent what you are trying to do, for you to understand more and your users to understand what you are trying to do. Connecting PRD, MVP, prototype. PRD defines the problem. MVP defines scope. Prototype visualize solution. As we all said, PRD defines the problem. With PRD, you understand your problem better, the problem you are trying to solve. Because if you understand your problem, you have solved 50% of the solution. So you need to understand your problem first. Why are you doing this? What is the user pain points? What are you trying, like, why is the user experiencing this more and more? So as I said before, ask why 5 times. So MVP defines scope. We just defined MVP. I think it's not even long. So prototype, visualize solution. Prototype is just representing what you are trying to build. So ticket out. This will be the ticket out. Everyone should try it individual. So the first, number one, is why is it dangerous for a product team to put too many features into an MVP? Number two, explain one difference between a feature and a solution using any real life example. So number three, what is one mistake beginners make when defining an MVP? If you had only 1 week to test an idea, what will you focus on building and why will you build that? So closing message. Think simple, protect MVP, build for users, not ego. So thank you for joining the week 3 class, and you guys can subscribe and like this video. So make sure you take your ticket out video. Thanks.